Welcome to a live Shaw Sports presentation.
Welcome to the VIU Gymnasium in Nanaimo for the 2017 Provincial Volleyball Championships on Shaw TV Sports. My name is Arturo. I'm joined by VIU alumna Tamara Rosenlund. Tamara, our first bronze medal match today, the women, it's going to be College of the Rockies against the Capilano Blues. And last year, Tamara, College of the Rockies surprised everybody. Number 6 seed, but they ran all the way to the gold medal and won. This year they're going for the bronze. What did they learn last year that they can take into this year's match?
I think that they know what it's like to win now, so they have that under their belt, and they'll be able to come into this game with fire for knowing what it is to get a medal and knowing what it is to fight hard for this last match of the tournament. So I think that's really good because before they kind of came from a culture of not a ton of winning, and they know where that's at, so they're going to come out ready to go. And they had a hard match yesterday against VIU, so they'll be able to carry that over in today.
Excellent. Speaking of hard matches, Capilano have played 10 of them. They won their quarterfinal 3-2. They lost their semifinal 3-2. They've played about as much as is physically possible to play in the tournament. You've been in this situation before. At that point, are you fatigued or are you in the zone?
I think a little bit of both. It's fatiguing to play 10 sets, especially if you're a fifth-year player and your bones are hurting a little more and your muscles are hurting more. But I think that, again, they know what it's like now to play in a pressure cooker. They just played in 2, so if this is going to go to 5, they know what it's like to persevere through that last set. So it puts them in a good position of understanding how to persevere under pressure.
All right, player introductions are just finishing up. Let's check in with them, and then we'll start our bronze medal match. Starting at the first set, looks like it will be Capilano in there, blue, on our broadcast right. College of the Rockies on the left in the black and teal. In the season series between the two teams, Capilano perfect 4-0 against the Rockies. So they know how to play against this team and win, Tamara. You don't go 4 wins without picking up some lessons along the way.
Exactly. They're going to have that edge today a little bit, knowing that they have those 4 wins under their belt. But, I mean, right now, College of the Rockies has nothing to lose, too. So it just depends on who decides to come out and play today.
As we await the opening serve of the bronze medal match, it will be Capilano starting to serve. Starting lineups for both teams. Capilano starting with number 3, Kelsey Borovich, number 5, Kira Sutcliffe, number 8, Danae Shepard, number 10, Tennille Neufeld, number 13, Colby Richter, and number 15, Sarah Hughes. Back to serve is Shepard. Over it goes, dug up. It'll be a free ball back over, immediately killed back down. Capilano with the early first point.
That's a great first play to start off this match. You get a tough serve, bad pass, and that person's ready at the net to deliver that right back over.
Sutcliffe, an excellent kill, and back to serve again is Shepard. Get up again, 2 good topspin serves there from Shepard, off the block. It will go out after touch. That's over to College of the Rockies.
2 good rallies already to start off the match. Hopefully this is the setting for the rest of the game.
And this is only the bronze medal match.
Yeah.
Back down to serve for College of the Rockies, Sarah Wood. A little bit long with that attack there from Capilano.
Oh, it looks like we have a net call.
Oh, lucky break there for the Blues. Or not, it looks like.
College of the Rockies on the net.
Yes, indeed, it will go the other way. Bit of a break there off that touch. Sutcliffe once again with a serve, blocked, tipped, kept alive, and that one will fall in. No violations this time.
Setter right there, yep. They don't get many opportunities to attack the ball, so when they do and get a kill, that's pretty big for them.
3-1 for the Blues. Capilano over College of the Rockies. Suck with the serve. It hits the net. And so ends Capilano serve of this rally. Over to College of the Rockies it goes. Starting with the College of the Rockies. Number 14, Adriel Goodman is back to serve. Kennedy Coop, Alexa Koshman, Kayla Pusher, Danielle Warner, and Sarah Wood. This is now Capilano on the attack. Dug up nicely. It will be Wood to keep it alive. So Capilano set up. Gentle little tip, but kept alive. A net violation called there.
Too bad, another net call right there on these really good long rallies. They're running those steps out there and forcing a lot of defense from the Avalanche.
Early pressure from Capilano. Back to serve now, Kelsey Borovich. Borovich just grazes the net as it goes over. Call it an ace. Great serve from Kelsey Borovich. After that point, a quick timeout call. Not a bad way to start your bout of service with a nicely placed ace.
Absolutely, that's what you want for your first server, to get back there and deliver that right away. They come in and they do their warm-up and they get a little bit cold. It's tough too when you're playing in someone else's gym. You know, a lot of them are used to playing their home gyms where they know the way the air floats and the dimensions of the facility. So it's nice. This facility is definitely a lot longer, so it allows for a lot more float on the serves.
Mentioned off the top the fatigue for some of those players with Capilano. Capilano starting all 4 of their 5th-year players. Borovich, Sutcliffe, Richter, and Hughes. It will likely be their last collegiate game. No doubt they will want to leave a good impression here on the VIU court. Her ace, back to serve, Kelsey Borovich. Capilano Blues currently up 5-2. Dug up. Just a set little touch from Kayla Pusher.
Oh, she gets the line. Great cross-court shot.
And College of the Rockies pull one back. They need some help. Can they keep it alive? Valiant effort. Ultimately, the efforts of Michaela Pusher go for naught, and it falls for the Blues.
Those cross-court shots are working great for both teams, actually. Putting them deep in the court just puts each team in trouble.
Serves there from Richter. Set. Great touch. Cheeky little set from Sarah Wood. And making no mistake up front was Danielle Warner.
Those plays are gonna work most of the time on both sides.
No one ever expects the cheeky little touch. And with her serve now, Michaela Pusher dug up. Helped the front with the spike. Count it. Tennille Neufeld, one of the star players for Capilano, shows why only in her 2nd year. Out of Manitoba High School in Winnipeg, the 5'9" left side, showing her strength there. Back to serve Capilano, Sarah Hughes. Once again, Tamara, there it is. Just a cheeky little touch.
Yeah, both teams are getting it, and you know what? Capilano is serving really hard right now. It's forcing College of the Rockies to have less options on offense.
So how do you break that cycle then? How do you stop this kind of, is there anything you can do to stop this level of service?
I think you got to just get out. There you go, there's another ace. You kind of have to get out of that funk a little bit, and once you get that one good pass going, a lot follow. It's the leadership in the back of the court, especially from the libero. If she can take up that court and make some really good passes, it's going to help their team.
Second ace match for the Blues, first for Sarah Hughes. Capilano up 9-4. Unfortunately, The exact opposite of an ace is one straight into the net. 9-5, still advantage for Capilano, but serving will be College of the Rockies. Back to serve Alexa Koshman. She switched from libero to power. 5'5" power hitter.
Wow.
Never.
She's got a great spin serve.
But up front, it's Capilano again showing some good play at the net. And although there was just a hint of a block, not enough. 10-5 Capilano.
Capilano's setter, Sarah, she's running a good offense for them too right now. College of the Rockies is having a tough time getting hands on absolutely everything.
Sarah Hughes, a first-team All-Star at this tournament. That serve just goes long. Danielle Neufeld just a bit long with her service there. And it'll be College of the Rockies to respond. Danielle Warner's serve. Dug up by Megan Coben. Blocked at the net. Well blocked on the right by Sarah Wood. The setter getting it done.
You can see too, Capilano's running a very quick offense, which doesn't allow a lot of time for College of the Rockies to get that block up.
And the call there from the libero, Megan Coben, is a good one. Serve is long, and the ball will go back to Capilano, 11-7 in the first set. Danae Shepard with her serve. Wood sets it up, but on the net. And the net foul will be called.
Tough when you're forcing those errors on yourself. College of the Rockies already had three net errors in a 12-7 game. It brings them up to 10-12.
Great block at the net, but unfortunately cannot keep it in play, Capilano. And that will go the way of the Avalanche. Setter Sarah Wood. She's had it all to do for the Rockies. Can she get it done at the service line? Just long.
I don't know if they knew they were going to leave that or not until the very last second, but good choice for whoever made it.
I think I saw the last second Megan Coven there going, let's just look. Good call from the libero. And serving now, Kira Sutcliffe. Another nice topspin serve. And College of the Rockies able to make an attack with it, but ultimately can't keep it in play.
Just out, but that, if that was in, that's what we were talking about, those deep corners. That's going to be a struggle for both teams. Those are empty pockets and great shots to make.
Powerful serve from Sutcliffe. Set up by Wood.
Wow,
There's the
nice
kill
play.
from Kennedy Coop.
That's exactly it. They get that great pass off the spin serve, and now they're able to run that really fast middle transition. Capilano's not ready for it, and great attack by the middle.
14-9 now. Capilano still in the lead. How much ground can the College of the Rockies make on them? Dug up nicely by Goodman. In the back row, needing some help there. They'll get it forward. It's going to be a free ball for College of the Rockies. Wood sets it up. And the block does not come. The dig is there, but it goes well wide. College of the Rockies starting to show some life here, Tamara.
Yes, Kennedy up in the middle. She's doing a great job kind of patrolling the net, getting her hands up and being ready for those tight balls.
Block at the net, dug up. College of the Rockies to attack. And it's in, picking the back corner.
Great
Kayla
shot,
Pusher.
great line shot over the block. Perfectly executed.
They're the third-year right-sider for College of the Rockies. And that one will just go long from Adriel Goodman. They've narrowed the gap to 4, but it's still a 4-point gap. 15-11 Capilano. Kelsey Borovich to serve. Little jump serve, dug up. Good block at the net by Capilano, but kept alive. Bump there from the libero, making Clark put over. Capilano responds. A gentle touch over. Still live. Koshman's dug up. Right, Capilano, they'll look long, dug up again. This is a good looking rally. To the right. Pick up again. Fantastic defensive work. Little touch. Can they get over a tricky little dump play by the setter, Sarah Hughes for Capilano, and they will take the point. What a rally, Tamara.
Sarah is doing great up there as setter. She's attacking the ball. She's ready at the net. She's got that tip over the block. She is ready to play today.
You can see there, great timing on that. Point for a long, grueling rally. And right back at it, go Capilano. They pick the corner nicely that time as well on the left side. Sarah Neufeld finding the space that time. Or Tennille Neufeld, I'm sorry. Timeout called with a 6-point lead now. Capilano 17-11 for College of the Rockies.
The spread's definitely getting a little bit more. You know, you were watching the game and it seems quite close, but Capilano's been able to steal a couple points. I think especially in the beginning, a couple missed serves and net errors for College of the Rockies has just made this gap a little bit wider, and it's about error control right now. The rallies, when the serve's in, the rallies are great on both sides, I think.
That error control in the early game has definitely, like you say, started this gap, but we've seen that tighten up. I can't recall, I think the last 6 or 7 rallies, no net faults. It's been just straight play in and out, so both teams are locked in here.
Absolutely, it's those kind of first little run of points that you let go that will catch up with you in the middle of the game, and
here's some of the highlights from those last few rallies. Some excellent little, cheeky little tip plays. Well done from Capilano.
Smart player on the outside. She's got her line shot, the cross shot, and the tips working for her. I think actually both teams are running offense really well. The setters, it's not just going to the outsides. They've run that C-ball for Capilano, and in the middle and front and forward and back. So it's exciting to watch. Not just a one-player dominated game for sure.
Full team effort. All 6 players on the court for each team contributing. That'll be a free ball straight back to Capilano. Middle, great block in the middle, putting up the wall, Michaela Pusher. Nowhere to go for Capilano that time.
Kennedy, great net presence, great block to send her back to her serving rotation.
Danielle Warner will sub back in for the libero, Megan Clark. It's College of the Rockies serve. Hughes with a little dump play again. She will keep it in.
Hughes is dialed today. She's ready. She's got that offensive weapon where you don't think maybe the setter has that, and she has that today.
Safe to say she's got inside their head a little bit, Tamara.
Yeah.
And now Colby Richter puts it long. It is in. The call was made to lead it, but it just caught enough to stay in, says the line judge.
Capilano with a couple aces in their under their belt.
19-12 for the Blues over the Avalanche. Another nice low serve, immediately killed back down by Danae Shepard.
That was a little deja vu from the very first point of this match.
No mercy whatsoever. Like you said, Tamara, it's all about error mitigation. Even those little cracks are being exploited here by Capilano. Richter with her next serve. Well dealt with by College of the Rockies, but blocked authoritatively by Danae Shepard and Tennille Neufeld up the middle. Absolutely nothing but blue.
Tennille, she gets some good hops out there. She's hitting over the block and has that good block on her own to get hands on that last ball.
Colby Richter, the 5th-year player, serving here. It's another good one. The right, this time getting it over was Michaela Pusher. Capilano straight back to the attack. It'll be a free. No, it'll be a 4th hit.
4 hits, a little bit of miscommunication there.
And substitution called here as coming out, Adriel Goodman for College of the Rockies coming in, Ari Benwell. Benwell will, looks like, start on the left, though she is listed as a right-sider. And Michaela Pusher to serve. Hughes with the set, blocked quickly. They'll try to help it. They keep it alive. It'll be a free, but well defended. Scrambling by Capilano. There's the set up the middle.
Wow.
Good night, Alexa Koshman.
Coming in for that 53, Capilano was not expecting that, and that's what she needs because she's a little bit shorter on the outside and the block set there. She doesn't have as much a chance, so when they play their offense more spontaneous, that's what the result is going to be.
the converted libero, now playing power, showing plenty of it there. Neufeld does get it in. Tennille Neufeld from the left, picking those back corners, like you said, Tamara. That's where the pockets of space are, and that's where Capilano's finding their points. A couple subs now here for Capilano coming out. Kira Sutcliffe coming in.
So this is kind of what they call a double sub. What they'll do is they'll, once their setter enters the back row, they'll sub in another right side and a setter, so they have 3 attackers. And that gives them more offensive weapon, especially at this point in the game.
Trina Awashku, one of those subbed in, making the serve. That's a free ball straight back over, off the spike of Alexa Koshman. And she's starting to find some life here, generating offense for the Avalanche.
Deadly spin serve coming here. She had 4 aces in a row last night.
And not able to deal with it are Capilano. Free spike there for the Avalanche, but Capilano defends. They'll get a free ball out of it though. Set up to the left. The block is there, kept alive. And right into the waiting arms comes the kill from the right side.
Fresh off the bench, and she comes in there with that left arm swing. Blockers aren't ready for her from the whole play of the game, and she gets that deep corner again and just can't get dug up by Avalanche.
Annika Kolibaba with the kill there. Good set to the left, off the block comes Ari Benwell.
I think you can see too, once the Avalanche get a good pass, they're able to run that offense a little bit better when their passing struggles. Capilano is just so much tougher on the other side, waiting their return.
Wood now back to serve. I'm sorry, that is Danielle Warner back to serve. Wood still at the net. Great dig. For live, it'll be a free ball. But poorly handled by the Blues. They'll get some attack out of it, and it'll just go out within millimeters of the line, but just enough to go over.
That's a great shot, just shy. It's okay. She keeps swinging for that. She's going to get that. Great dig by number 9 for the Avalanche. One-handed split dig.
She hasn't forgotten her libero training, has Alexa Koshman.
Definitely not. And to have a power hitter that's that good on defense is a huge asset for their team.
And there's another kill for the Blues. Tennille Neufeld with the power strike there.
Tennille's having a great game, elevating so high on all of her attacking and her blocking, especially just being so young. Second team All-Star for this team. She's definitely rising up right now.
Wood goes out wide. It'll be a free ball from Benwell. To the left. Wishku can't get the kill, but they'll keep it alive. And that one will go long from Annika Kolibaba.
The Avalanche is keeping it alive. They're sending free balls over. Capilano should probably have a better option on offense on those. It should be a great pass, but as long as they're keeping the ball in play, they have that option to get it back and score some points. 24-18 Capilano. Up, little touch, the block is there, they'll keep it live. And with the attack off the block again, there's the dump. They keep it over, 3 hits and over. Fantastic defense. The Rockies tip play is live. It'll go over, they can't keep it live that time though. Fantastic reflexive defending by the Avalanche, but just not enough to save the set. 25-18, Capilano takes set 1. Always some funny things you might see on the last point because everyone is gunning not to have the ball drop on that last point, no matter if it's a 2-point game or a 10-point game. Everyone's going to try a little bit harder, and that was a very unorthodox play, but it worked for them. They got it back over.
Capilano walks out with a 25-18 first set victory. You see some examples of both teams showing their power game. Tricky little tips mixed up with some deadly kills. Yeah,
I think that those tips and the deep corner shots are right there, as you can see in the replay. That's what they're getting. That's how people are getting their points on both sides. I think that the Avalanche needs to step up their game a little bit and just try and hone in their passing a bit better. I think that they'll be able to raise their play in the second set. The first set, who knows who's going to take that one.
They found their footing. Second set coming up. The 2017 PACWEST Women's Volleyball Championships bronze medal match. Second set coming up. Second set almost ready to start here at the bronze medal match. The Women's Volleyball Provincial Championships on Shaw TV. My name is Arturo alongside VIU alumna Tamara Rosenlund. Capilano, they've been in this position before, Tamara. They actually won the bronze in 2016 provincials, defeating University of the Fraser Valley, and they're up 1-0 over College of the Rockies. From what we saw in that first set, how do you think Capilano does here? Can they close this thing out?
I think that they have the upper hand for sure right now. They're playing a great game. Their setter's running great offense, and their passing is great. So.
And the opening call is set is going long, and it's a good one off the serve from College of the Rockies. Capilano back in front, 1-0.
And their serving has been really strong too. So as long as they keep rolling the way they are, they're in good shape for the rest of the match.
Sarah Hughes, who's been just absolutely cerebral setter in the first set, switching up both the set and the little dump play that she has, goes to the line. They'll try and save it and keep it alive. Great defense from Ari Benwell for College of the Rockies. Out to the left, and off the block goes Tennille Neufeld.
Great swing by Tennille, and that was a great chase by the Avalanche, keeping that ball in play. You know, never say die.
Plus, they got to visit up close and personal with Matt Carter over at the announcer's desk. So, good job, Matt. We'll say you had a hand in that somehow. Right up for College of the Rockies. There's the set, dug up. Hughes to the right, off the block, still live. Scramble defense can't come through that time. Point again for the Blues.
Great dig by Sutter and running it back on the same side. She just gets the top of those hands, and Avalanche can't control that second ball.
Set up by Wood. Off the block it goes, dug up by Neufeld. Hughes out wide, Neufeld again, dug up. Can they keep it alive? Once again, the heroics of trying to save every ball is on display for the Rockies. Just not enough. And someone spare a thought for the poor advertising hordes.
Great save by the Avalanche setter. Tight ball to the net, and she just barely squeezes it so she's not on the net call. That's, I think that's pretty impressive.
And Hughes is just on fire here from the service line, driving all of the Capilano offense, and timeout is called by College of the Rockies.
Kind of a similar start a little bit. Avalanche, the last game, had a couple more side outs than they are right now, but this was kind of the spread in the game, 4 to 5 points until they kind of took off at that 11-15 mark. Hopefully that, you know, we talked about it in the first set, the Avalanche, their serve receive has been struggling, and you can see right now Hughes is putting up a great serve. It's difficult. It's putting them into a tough spot. They need to get a good pass and get a side out here and start rolling on their own train.
Sarah Hughes, a first-team All-Star for Capilano, showing every bit of it here in this second set. Getting it done from the service line. Some of the highlights, including that last rally. Almost looked like College of the Rockies did too much to defend that Baltimore. If they'd let the first touch go, the libero was sitting in perfect position to make the dig.
Absolutely. It's about trusting who's behind you, and sometimes you just don't know if they're there, if they're not audible. And so sometimes that first touch the blocker comes down. If they can get it high enough, it gives them more time. But just unfortunately, she was already diving for that one. But very athletic play for a blocker to block, jump, come back down, and also play the ball before the next player is ready to go.
Fantastic athleticism for both sides as Hughes goes back to the line. 5-0 in the second set. Capilano Blues. College of the Rockies Avalanche. Wood. There's the kill, but they say out.
That 61 they ran last night against VIU was very successful, deep corner shots. That middle kept hitting it, and as you can see, Capilano was having a hard time defending it there. Perfect.
You said they needed a side out. Kennedy Coop providing it there for the Rockies, or excuse me, the Avalanche. And they'll get another one. Suddenly the momentum has swung rather noticeably. College of the Rockies, 2 quick ones to get back into this game. And so interestingly, it's both setters driving the offense for their respective teams as Sarah Wood, the service line, showing just as well as Hughes has Capilano. Ball's over, dug up by Hughes. Darrow Washku. Wood. Clark puts it up. Blocked. Second effort. Wood out wide. Off the block, kept up. Hughes with the set to the right. Dug up nicely. What a dig by Clark. They call net fault.
Wow, that was a great rally. Some excellent digs on both sides and really strong attacks. Unfortunate net call, but once that ball gets tight, it's, you know, they're trying their hardest to jump as high as they can, and sometimes you just graze the net on your way down.
Back to serve to Neil Neufeld. Great serve, having to make an acrobatic dig in the back line was Koshman. Little 51 there. From Hughes, quick set, quick spike, quick kill. 7-2 Capilano.
It's nice to see both teams running the middle. Sometimes they're not existent in some games, it's just outside.
Hughes again goes short. And that middle play is starting to show life here. Hughes with the quick sets being finished off by Danae Shepard.
Few sets come out of her hand so fast, and the middle's right there. That's even that extra millisecond is giving them an advantage on those plays.
8-2 Capilano. Neufeld again to serve. Picks her target off the touch. Bit of a soft bump there.
Again, the Avalanche is struggling a little bit with their passing, which is making it tough for them to deliver any offense. College of the Rockies men's team supporting the women's team.
Always great to see. Good to see unity between the two sides. Off the block. Still Rockies ball. Now Capilano to set up from the right. Great dig by Wood. Can't keep it live though. Wood was there with the initial dig, could not get a rally started. Capilano.
Another net call against the Avalanche.
Checking out Kelsey Borovich coming in, Zoe Medansky. 6 foot, second year out of South Delta Secondary. Outside hitter. And Neufeld showing a little too much power this time.
Great serving run she had there. Hopefully the Avalanche can generate some momentum here.
Hughes and Neufeld 5 points each from their services. Can't really ask for much more than that.
No.
And beating her to the quick dig this time.
Off the head as the first contact.
Great block though from the inside. Danae Shepard set up. But again, the libero is there, but hard to control when it's coming directly at your face.
Great block by the Avalanche there, finally kind of sealing it on the outside. Setter's back row right now, as you saw Sarah wanted to go up and block that ball, but she can't, otherwise she'd be at fault, and the other team serve.
Served there by Ari Benwell. And Zoe Medansky, she's been active early since being subbed in from the left. Not able to find that final touch, though. 10-5, still Capilano with the healthy lead. Benwell serves again. Dig, Hughes the set, goes right this time, over the block, over the backcourt, over everything.
That's a great serve she's giving them, and it's putting them in a difficult position. The pass is off the net, sets off the net, and now their offense is a harder press to get the ball in the court.
So if nothing else, College of the Rockies have done well to blunt a very dominant start by Capilano. What looked like it was going to be a cakewalk has now become a lot closer. Look at some of the highlights from those rallies.
I think, too, this is kind of what the College of the Rockies is good at. Last night watching the BIU game, you know, BIU was down by a lot, and they had their lead in the beginning, and then both sets kind of, it's a little bit of a battle, especially women's volleyball, kind of a mental game. So, you know, you get those 4 points in a row, and it seems so far away, but if they can kind of stick it out and close that gap, then it becomes more exciting. And if you're able to get out from underneath, you definitely have a chance to stay in the game.
As we saw in that highlight back there, the phrase that pays there, Hughes to Shepard up the middle. Perhaps didn't give enough credit to College of the Rockies there, because both of those points were within just centimeters of catching a finger or a toe and staying live. Which really speaks to the confidence Capilano must have to try those shots knowing they're hitting into tough coverage. Back to serve, College of the Rockies, Ari Benwell. Dug up. Kept live by Hughes. There's a little too much, though, that time. Had to keep it away from the block. Ultimately, point for College of the Rockies.
A little bit of a tight pass for Hughes because she's back row there. Otherwise, she has no option to dump.
Tracy Awashku playing libero. Digs up nicely there. That was a tough serve. Dug up again by College of the Rockies. Awashku with the dig. Out wide. Dug up again, well dug by Benwell. To the left, off the block, but it's off the block and out.
Smart play by number 9, going for the swipe. You know, a lot of girls have their hands up there, but they're not focused hands, and so if you can get an edge of the finger, you might as well. It's just the same as having a straight down kill.
You can see it here, Alexa Koshman showing some of that play that earned her second team All-Star nomination. Checking back into the game, here's Borovic or Capilano with a little touch there. Puts the ball on College Rocky's side, hit over by Koshman. Well over. And that will be a point for Capilano.
Interesting now how the game's advanced a little bit. They have, if the setter takes the first ball, it is the libero that's supposed to come in and take that second ball. That was a kind of a men's strategy and has come and rolled into the women's game. And it allows more opportunity for more offense.
Koshman again, picks her spot. With impunity, well picked by Alexa Koshman.
She just dips her hand there and angles it down line. Doesn't have to be 100% hit. She takes a little bit of speed off of it and strategically plays a great beat shot.
Danae Shepard checking out for Capilano. It's back to circuit for College of the Rockies. Can be Coop. Hughes, it's outside.
Wow, great.
The power from Kira Sutcliffe, my goodness.
Excellent set by Hughes. Right, Sutcliffe's got a huge advantage. She's tall and she's getting over that block, and it's a fast set, so they're getting that play faster when the blocker's hands are not up quite.
Fifth-year player using every inch of her 6'1" frame there to generate offense with Capilano. The Boundary Central Secondary on account of Vesuvius, BC. Sutcliffe to serve now. Work with the set.
Just squeezes through the blockers there, some sort of blocking error, but that was a great hit. She got it right through, and Avs have another chance to come at it. Only a 3-point game right now. there, right over the blocker in the seam.
Very tough serve there, dug up by Awushku. Blocked at the net, kept live. Out to the left, little touch, this time anticipated. Right up Hughes to Neufeld, off the block, Koshman keeps it live. Wood, back row, tipped back, Hughes keeps it live. Nice little touch there.
Wow, lots of net play, lots of hands up there. It's people are just scraping by to not touch the net there, but Capilano's actually come out more successful on a lot of those net plays.
Colby Richter, the final touch there. Be honest, when you're holding your breath there, hoping for nobody to get the net fault.
Absolutely.
Colby Richter, look at that. Just arches herself back away from the net at the last second to keep that live. And again, Colby Richter picking up where Danae Shepard left off.
I think that Capilano has a little bit of a height lead on a couple of the players on the Avalanche, which makes those net plays really tough for Avalanche to come out successful on.
And wide goes that one. The attempt from Sydney Herrick, not able to find the target. They're trying to generate their offense, from all over the court. Front row, back row, just trying to find a way to keep Capilano on their toes. Ultimately, doesn't pay off there. Clark gets it up, brought down by Koshman, dug up. Hughes outside to Neufeld, off the block. Live again, Wood sets. Koshman can't keep that one alive. Solid effort by Clark. Point again for Capilano, 17-10. And timeout called by College of the Rockies.
It's crazy how fast it can kind of escalate. It was that three-point game. I feel like I just said 1 minute ago, 13-10, and now we're 17-10. Capilano definitely has that edge right now, and they're coming out fired up. Their serve is very hard, and it's putting the Avalanche in a tough spot.
Both teams have had their star service, and they know they can get those high topspin serves, really place their shots instead of being on the back foot. And as soon as that happened, it's all hands on deck just trying to recover, as we see here. Getting that time to set up your shots.
Absolutely. They actually say that your serving is your first line of defense, because if you're serving enough, you can strategically put them out of position, and now you can set up your defense when they're attacking at you. You know, if you put them in a tough position and now their only option is to set the outside, your blockers have that extra second to get outside, get set, so they're not going to get tooled, and that's definitely what Capilano's doing today.
College of the Rockies, we can see these highlights. Trying her best, Megan Clark at libero has been everywhere to try and marshal the defense, but ultimately not able to do everything herself. She could probably use a little bit of help as we reach the latter stages of this set, Tamara.
Yeah, lots of net plays, making the Avalanche stay really low on defense, and it's difficult to defend when you're that close to the ball.
Koshman pumps it up. It'll be a free over from Hughes, or Clark, excuse me. Here's Hughes to Neufeld. And Neufeld knows exactly where that's going to go, into the corner, 18-10 Capilano.
Great play. They obviously had a set play there for a free ball, because number 10 comes in to hit that 30, which is a faster set, and the blockers don't have enough time to get there, resulting in that great kill in the back of the court.
Borovich's serve, dealt with. Wood out wide, Koshman over the heads, now to play. Another point for Capilano. Checking into the game now for Capilano will be Taya Mikado. Coming out, Colby Richter.
9, I like that she's still swinging really hard. You know, their tips aren't working that much on their side because Cap has really good coverage, so I think that it's good she keeps swinging.
Well, they don't call it a power player for nothing. Unfortunately, not a heck of a lot you can do for that, power or not. And another great serve from Capilano. Kelsey Borovich is on a bit of a roll here. 20-10 Capilano.
Kelsey's had some great serves today, especially down the line, those hard floats, putting them into trouble.
Looks long, tries to pick the far corner. It was a bit too far for her liking, I'm sure, and the judges for that matter. How to play it goes, 2011. Decent year. Pitching by the banners hanging around the gymnasium, a women's volleyball championship in 2011 for VIU. Meanwhile, in this bronze medal match, College of the Rockies looking for a way back in against Capilano. Cheeky little set there by Sutcliffe. Dealt with. On the left. Is still live.
Wow, great
After
touches.
Ari Benwell tried to get something going. Good defensive play. Benwell again. Same spot, dug up nicely. Hughes to Neufeld off the block and out. Fantastic back row play from Kelsey Borovich to keep Capilano in this.
What a great rally. You know, Capilano's had some really strong offense, but it's because their defense is keeping them in the game. You know, Avalanche is hitting it as hard as they can in all different positions of the court. And Capilano's ready. They're there, and they're ready to make a good turnover and get that next kill.
Substitutions done for both teams. Fresh legs on the court. Rockies with the spike. And again, they try that cheeky dump play. Waiting for it was Capilano. Easy over there from Sutcliffe. Off the block, kept live. Koshman out to left again, and that is struck with some authority by Adriel Goodman, the outside hitter from Naxup, BC.
That was a great hit by 14 there. Gets through their block, and Capilano had some good touches in the middle of the rally, but couldn't get that last kill.
Adriel Goodman, also a second team All-Star, showing it off right here with his fantastic right-hander. And back to serve will be Miranda Mindillo. College of the Rockies checking in.
Wow.
Picks her target nicely.
That's going to be an ace every time if she can keep hitting that. That was an excellent serve. Kind of dropped her pinky there and sliced it right by the attack line.
They need a good run of offense here, and if you can pick just past the back row line, you'll be in good position. Mixing it up this time. Right to Neufeld, who then goes on the attack. Dug up by College of the Rockies. Wood pushes to the middle. Koshman's waiting, back row. Dealt with. Neufeld again. Dug up. It's still live, but already on her back was Mindillo. Couldn't get over there in time. She'd done enough to get the first hit. No way she was getting there for the third.
Great rally again. Neufeld just elevating on that outside and really slicing across court to hit that 5 position. The defense just couldn't handle the heat she had on that one.
Sarah Hughes serve, popped right back up and down. Sutcliffe dug up. Wood out wide again. Goodman off the block, kept live. They're going to call it a carry or net? I believe net. Nope, carry it is called. Sub coming in here.
It's been an exciting game for serving. Both teams have had a bunch of jump spin servers and jump float servers. It just makes it more entertaining.
Absolutely.
Especially on the girls' side, it's more advancing. The guys, almost everyone spins, but this game is really great. Has a good arsenal of servers on both sides.
Sarah Hughes is checking out for Trina Awashku for Capilano. Meanwhile, back to serve Sarah Wood. College of the Rockies, just long. Should be noted on the court right now for Capilano. Trina and Tracy Awashku, twin sisters, 17 and 18. Trina, the setter, Awashku, the libero.
Oh yeah, they do look pretty similar.
Now that you get a closer look, you can think, oh yeah. Wood, meanwhile, sets it up middle. Dug up nicely for Neufeld. Awashku. Borovich can't get the kill there. To the right, cross court. Nice top spin on that.
That's what Avalanche needs. You know, they're blazing some balls by, but if they're not making those tricky shots, the defense is lined up for Capilano. And once they slice those shots, they're getting success in those areas.
Goodman involved in that play. Koshman involved on this one, punishing that mistake. We talked about it in the first set. The little mistakes could open up bigger plays, and Koshman makes a big play right there with a massive kill. All smiles is Alexa Koshman, and why not? Gift-wrapped ball there for her. 20.
Those ones feel the best, I feel like. The over bumps, how you get the straight down kill, or the big blocks, those are definitely the best.
You can see here some of the highlights so far in this second set by Colby Richter from Capilano.
That 30 play was great. Tough serving.
Some examples of Capilano opens that has powered them. At one point it was 20-10, a 10-point lead. Capilano let it slip a little bit though. College of the Rockies fighting back. It's 23-16. Capilano over College of the Rockies, only a 7-point lead. But set point is closing in here for Capilano. Defensive miscues could cost College of the Rockies the set here. And at that point, you're down 2-0 in the bronze medal match. Back to serve now for College of the Rockies. It'll be Adriel Goodman. She's been a bright light since coming in off the bench, and she is again here with an ace. 23-17.
Right now, for them being down this many points, it's, balls to the wall a little bit. Go as hard as you can. They have nothing to lose. This team needs 2 points, and they need a lot more than that. So,
unfortunately, it's ball to the net in that case.
Tough. We've seen a lot of times in this game where there's an ace conversion to an error. 50-50 serve right now, whether you're going to get the point or lose the point.
I almost want to say it's curse of the commentator at that point, but nobody believes in curses, right? Oh, thank goodness that went over the net. Keely Bell with the serve there for Capilano, checking in, off the block.
Avalanche with a great play because it was a great pass, great set, and then the attack, even though the block was there, she gets it through, and that's what happens when they're running stuff with the good first servicing.
Danielle Warner steps in from Miranda Mindio. Up front there, Sydney Herrick for College of the Rockies making that play. To serve Kennedy Coop. It's short, but dealt with. And short over. Looking for that pocket. Wood, just need some help. Owushku.
Scramble play here.
To Owushku. And the kill is good by Kelsey Borovich.
Excellent line shot, deep line shot to close out this second set.
And Kelsey Borovich scoring set point there as Capilano Blues go up 2-0 over the College of the Rockies Avalanche. 25-18, 25-18. It could very well be the match unless College of the Rockies can find something to get themselves back into it. That's coming up next as this women's bronze medal game continues at the 2017 PACWEST Provincial Volleyball Championships. We'll be back in just a moment.
Avalanche can put a little bit of pressure on and catch them a little bit on their heels.
Capilano were last year's bronze medalists, defeating University of the Fraser Valley. College of the Rockies made the Cinderella run to the final and defeated VIU in last year's championship. The 6th seed then, or the 4th seed this year. As we get ready for this, it'll be Capilano to serve. From the back, Colby Richter. Koshman gets it forward from the left. Not quite able to keep it alive. There's Capilano and Adriel Goodman. That might be the first lead of the afternoon for College of the Rockies in this match.
Absolutely, turning it around a little bit from the first 2 sets. Adriel definitely has an advantage at 6-1 on the outside there.
Serves Sarah Wood. And a bit of an unforced error there from Capilano. And seizing on what momentum they can. College of the Rockies making progress. Side, Neufeld off the block. And they will get it.
Getting those noodle arms up in the air, and it's tough for viewers that don't know if it hits the antenna. It is deemed out, so the rally does end.
Not just there to make the net look better. And back to serve now for Capilano. Sarah Hughes, dug up by Koshman. Wood, low set. Back to free ball there for Capilano. Great dig there by Clark. Koshman. Net fault called.
I saw the net bouncing up and down, but it was kind of following the ball, and I wasn't sure what happened there.
It is called against Capilano, a point for College of the Rockies.
Great dig by the libero on the Avalanche.
Megan Clark has been good when called upon. Sometimes she's been hung out a bit to dry on some excellent placement by Capilano. Moments like that, for example, there's really nothing you can do. But
amazing save by Sarah. Gets that one hand up there, one-handed set. That's what you get from veteran setters that have been in the league a long time. And the middle's right there with her to assist and put that ball to the ground.
And suddenly it's back towards Capilano again. More vicious serving from the Blues. Neufeld with the damage there, and we're all tied at 3.
Great serves. Both teams struggle when it's served to that one position short by the attack line. The setter penetrates there, and it's a little bit of a clogged up area.
That time dealt with. Wood gets it up. Koshman back row. She gets that one to fall.
She has got that down textbook. She drops her pinky and she just gets that right in the corner. It's a perfectly executed shot.
And College of the Rockies will bring Danielle Warner in for Megan Clark, the libero. Kennedy Coop here to serve. Outside. That's where Annika Kolibaba is waiting.
Capilano has 2 really great left sides. Sutcliffe isn't in right now. And you have that left-handed option. And it definitely just messes other teams up when you're not used to blocking, especially because she hasn't been out there all game.
Service now. There's communication there on the dig. Ultimately comes to Sydney Herrick in the end, and she gets the kill.
Great shot into the corner. Again, that was their success in a couple of their points in the first set, so hopefully they can key that. Same with,
Herrick to serve, can't quite get that one over.
Tough one. They have to build their momentum a little bit more just to stay in this game. They make some really great plays, and then miss serves definitely just stop that train and transfer it to the other side.
Annika Kolibaba, first-year player for Capilano. Great placement with that serve. And up with the spike at the net. I believe that was Kelsey Borovich punishing once again those free balls. And out will come Sydney Herrick for College of the Rockies. Coming in, Michaela Pusher. 5'11" right sider as they look to perhaps build something off that right. Kolibaba's serve, dug up by Clark. Wood, a little tip. By Warner is dealt with. Borovich, dug up by Clark. Wood, Koshman. Still live. Dump play there. Wood, off the bench. Pusher is dealt with. Borovich, Pusher gets an arm to it. Can Clark keep it alive? She can. Great job by the libero. And
excellent
over.
Effort.
Dump play.
Arturo, that is my favorite play in girls volleyball, even men's volleyball. I think the setter to have that weapon and knowing when to play it at that time, pushing it right in the center, such a smart play by the setter, especially when the other team's scrambling.
Thing of beauty, I can't disagree with that. Absolutely well executed. Pity they can't follow up with it with the serve going straight into the net, but what a rally. Fantastic defensive work by College of the Rockies, and then the tricky little play. Your favorite play?
My favorite play, for sure.
By the Blues. Back to serve now with Alexa Koshman. She has been fantastic with her service, and that one caused Capilano no amount of grief. Wood to set to the outside. Goodman. She will get that. Adriel Goodman. Point for the Avalanche.
Lucky there. The set was a little tight and low, and she wasn't quite ready. Got her left hand up there and tipped it over, but strategic in a good spot, and they get the point back.
Koshman again. High jump serve. Plenty of power to it. A little too much as that one goes out.
I like that she's aggressive on those and really goes for them. She's not missing them by very much, and when she needs to, she's going to tag that line, and it's going to be a big serve for a different point in the game.
Borovic from Capilano. Responds in kind.
Wow, great serve. That had a lot of heat on it.
Plenty of spin right where they've been putting all those trouble serves all afternoon. Borovic, no mistake. Pusher waiting for it this time. This time she gets it up to Wood. Wood to Goodman. To the block of Borovic. Picks it up. There's the net ball. Punished right away by Danielle Warner. And a brief substitution here as Libero Clark comes out. Coming in, Kennedy Coop, as College of the Rockies making liberal use of their substitutes to generate some offense here. Warner with the serve. Bowischke with the dig. Set to the outside. Neufeld is waiting. At the net. Dug up nicely. Great job by Pusher to get there. And send back over. Neufeld's waiting. Hughes back to Neufeld. Off the block. Neufeld, no mistake.
She can just power it through those hands, even if it's a tight set. She just finds those little angles that she can sneak the ball through and use the blocker's hands as an advantage for her.
You can see it there. Plays the angle perfectly.
As you can see, too, earlier on in the rally, those tight net plays, Capilano is getting a hand on every single one.
Capilano able to get a hand on that one, too. Dug up nicely. That'll be free over. Wood with the dump play of her own! Tamara Rosenlund, your day has been made.
Yeah, I like that. It's a battle of the setters right now. 1-1 for dumps. Smart play. Blocker didn't even want to jump. She peeled too soon, and she hit that hole perfectly.
We've seen both Sarah Wood for College of the Rockies back to serve now. And Sarah Hughes.
Wow. Adriel just absolutely crushing the ball, hitting the 3-meter line. You don't see that very much in women's volleyball for sure. That's a big point for her.
Unbelievable. Well, technically I have to believe it. I saw it, but that was still amazing. As I was saying, Wood and Hughes, the setters, whenever they've been back to serve, offense has been generated. And it's happening here for Wood.
That fast set that Hughes pushes outside just really doesn't give the blockers enough time to get their hand set, and Neufeld gets to capitalize on those late hands coming up.
And to match your counterpart now, Hughes back to serve. So Capilano has opened up a lot of their offense. College of the Rockies responds though, and a very excited Adriel Goodman.
When Adriel's in the front row, they're looking for her. She's getting the sets on the outside, and when she's stacked on the back, she's getting those sets, and she's making points right now for their team, which is what they need.
Inside the block, finds the seam, and she's back to serve now. Waiting on the left, out, just a little bit long by Annika Kolibaba. Bit of a formational shift there. That's usually where you would expect to see Neufeld.
Avalanche up with the lead again in this set.
Well, they are not going away here. Rough first two sets, some unforced errors, but they've come back to life here. They've kept this close. It has not even been anything like the 10-point leads that we saw Capilano open up in the second set.
Yeah, today, or this third set for sure, point for point, it's a little exciting. Both teams are ready to grind it out.
Camille Neufeld, one of the primary points of offense for Capilano. Hard serve dug up. Wood outside. Koshman's waiting off the block. Kept alive. Wolski gets it over. Dug up. Wood in the back row. Koshman at power. Dug up by Neufeld. Hughes outside. Borovic off the block.
Again, that fast offense. Avalanche is trying to do a swing block there to maximize their height, and their arms aren't just in the air enough to really get that stuff block. If they get there a second earlier, that's going to be straight down on the other side of the net for sure.
Borovic making it count. 13-12 Capilano. Neufeld serve. Awkwardly off the arms of Goodman.
Capilano is lucky they have Neufeld back there right now delivering serves on this point of the game. If she could get a couple more and exercise a little bit more of a lead like they had in the past, Avalanche needs to step in there and cut off this serve right now. Or she just needs to miss it and they have another opportunity. Keep it close game.
Neufeld will finish her service, having put Capilano back in the lead. And now at the line, Kennedy Coop. Of Nearville, Manitoba. Second-year player for the Avalanche. Wood with the bump.
No libero in there to take that second ball. A little bit of confusion.
But Koshman capitalizes. Bit of a casual ball back over by Capilano, and Alexa Koshman does what she's done all match long and make points count.
I think the setter on Cap thought she was on the net, but it was definitely just the ball.
Washku with the dig, outside, off the block, helped up by Coop. Wood to the right, off the block. A stinging block from Shepard and Borovic. No way through.
She has been getting her hands on everything. She's definitely reading the play and reading the hitter and getting hands up there. That was a great block, all her hands there.
She will actually check out of the game now. Job done for her, and coming in to serve, Abigail O'Neill. Fourth-year player out of Edmonton. Brought up by Clark, awkwardly handled.
That's exactly what you want, to have a serving sub come in and basically make an ace there. That puts him in a hard spot and a really difficult position to come cold off of the bench and deliver a serve like that at this point in the game.
I believe this is the first time O'Neill has checked into the game at all, or the match, I should say. Makes a good first impression. To the outside, can't quite get it. Set just a bit long there. Kolibava stretching for it.
Tough one because you can see too, again, that's another second ball play. The setter took the first ball, no liberos in, and it's not executed as well. So you can see the libero really does help with the offense when that setter takes the first ball.
Pusher, serve, long. Good call there by Neufeld, letting it go. Back over to Capilano it goes with Kolibava back to serve.
I used to say when the serve got too hard, it must be out. Too hard to pass, it's got to be out. It gets in that awkward area between your neck and your chest, and you're not really sure how to play the ball. It's a good choice to leave it.
Sutcliffe back to serve this one. That one will go wide. Service being squandered a little bit here. We haven't seen a lot of this in this match. Service has been clinical for the most part for both sides. Back-to-back sideouts, though, for Capilano and College of the Rockies.
Serving's definitely been a big thing in this game.
Koshman. Great power on that serve to come right back over. Three balls given back straight away. Borovic. Sneaky little touch from Borovic.
Smart play. She noticed her, the person playing in one was way too deep, and she had time to get there, but strategically placed.
Warner just a bit out of position there, and Capilano capitalizes. Borovic to serve. Right down the middle. Wood out wide. Goodman's waiting, and she puts that well beyond the players' benches. Power is there, just a bit high. 19-16 Capilano. Borovic back to serve again.
Oh, timeout here for the Avalanche. A good strategic timeout, I think. 19-16 right now. They're down a couple points, and it's tough when it gets into those 20 20 to 25. It's kind of anyone's game, and momentum is a really big thing at that point in the game. So to slow it down a little bit for them and take a little bit of a breather. They have a strong server, Capilano, back there, so they just need to get this one pass to hopefully side it out.
And let's not forget that this could be match point for Capilano if it goes far enough. College of the Rockies fighting for their lives as we see some of the tricky little plays being shown up here by both sides, including what we'll call the Tamara Rosenlund special. A little dump by the setter.
I wish I definitely could have done that my day being libero. I was never up at the net, so I like when my setter used to do it. And it's almost sometimes an assist if the libero passes it to the setter and they have that option to dump. A great offensive weapon, especially if you have the left-handed setter.
So basically, you can take credit for it if you're the assist.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
There's been no lack of action, no lack of great volleyball on display here by both sides.
You know, we kind of discussed earlier, is Capilano going to come out a little tired? They played 10 sets of volleyball and they do not look tired one bit.
Not at all. Neufeld and Hughes have looked locked in from basically the first play of the game. This is the phrase that pays for Capilano, with Borovic contributing as well. She's back to serve here. And what did I say about Borovic contributing? Borovic puts it right in that danger zone. And Pusher not able to keep that ball alive. 20-16.
She's definitely a game player to come out after that timeout and hit it as hard as she did and get that ace. She's someone you want on your side.
This one right into Koshman. That one again. 2 for 2 after the timeout. Kelsey Borovic.
Borovic, she has had 5 aces, if not more, today.
Certainly 2 back-to-back as College of the Rockies take another timeout to try and break up some of this momentum, because Borovic is on fire right now. 21-16 Capilano.
Capilano's had a lot of players show up today. Their setter's been playing great. Neufeld has been playing excellent, and same with Borovic. She's delivering those serves and being a solid player.
See here from the last 3 plays that have gone down, College of the Rockies have done what they can to stay in. You see there Borovic setting it up inadvertently for Koshman.
Pretty big to be 5'5" and get up there and get that over the net.
When I was handed the stat sheet for today, I saw a power hitter at 5'5", and I thought, is that a typo? No, it is not. She has not looked like a 5'5" player. She has looked every inch a full-fledged power player, and she's played like it this game.
Definitely inspirational for younger players, too. There's a lot of shorter players out there that think that they're going to be deduced to playing libero, and never say never.
Great block there by Richter. Not fooled by the dump. Koshman goes long. Hughes with the setup. Long. They say it was off a touch, though. Just a piece gotten off of Koshman, perhaps. I didn't see the touch, but the judge did.
Capilano has that set play when a free ball comes over. They've had the 30 run by the outside and now that 30 run by the middle, and it definitely throws a wrench on the other side. Not sure where to play defense on those.
Either came off Warner or Koshman there as Wood gets it up. Pusher. It's over. Dug up. Hughes outside. Off the block. Koshman gets there but can't keep it in. 23-16. Capilanos, they close in on a bronze medal.
Capilano's definitely putting the pressure on their when they're sending balls over their hard balls.
Borovic again. Since that first timeout that the College of the Rockies called, Borovic has been absolutely unstoppable. She could very well be serving her team to a medal here, Tamara.
Absolutely. I think it's also the position that she's serving from right now is throwing them off a little bit. Some people tend to serve more from the left-hand side.
Match point here. Medal point, but not quite. It's no room for error here, and College of the Rockies get a touch in their favor as the subs are made. And now Miranda Mindio back to serve for College of the Rockies. Koshman is there. Wood. Goodman up front as well. Pusher. Hughes. Neufeld off the block. Kept live by Koshman. Wood. Goodman off the block. Kept live. Given right back. Pusher up. Wood. Back row for Koshman. Off the touch. They're
Great
still in
rally.
it. The desperation defending at the net pays off.
College of Rockies definitely pushes it really hard when it comes to these final points. Good net play there, and a great attack by 9.
Random Indio. Out, and that's it. In a bit of an anticlimax, I don't think it matters to Capilano. There's your bronze medalist, the Capilano Blues, in identical sets, straight sets, 25-18, 25-18, 25-18. And for the 4 fifth years on Capilano, Kelsey Borovich, Kira Sutcliffe, Colby Richter, and Sarah Hughes, they will finish their collegiate careers with a bronze medal to show for it.
That's pretty sweet, especially they're coming off such long games. There was no doubt there that they had that game in the bag.
And that run to that medal, I think we can give a fair amount of credit to Kelsey Borovich, absolutely serving up a storm. Absolutely unstoppable.
And especially at these clutch moments, you know, they're lucky that the rotations worked out that way, and that's who's back there, and she's gunning for the serves.
So take a look here at some of the finer moments of this match. I apologize, the last point of the match, you can see what they're trying to do, pick that side corner, ultimately just a bit too much spin on it. And Capilano just have to sit still and watch the bronze medal fall into their lap.
Great way to end the season, too, on the bronze. Some say that it's better to do that one than win the silver or lose the final, I guess. So they're finishing their season on a high, and especially for the graduating players, they are ending on a really great note.
17-7 regular season for the Capilano Blues ends in a bronze medal at the 2017 PACWEST Provincial Volleyball Championships. Lots more volleyball to come on Shaw TV Sports today. The men's bronze medal game will be coming up at 3 p.m. Tamara Rosalind, my name is Roturo. We'll see you for the men's bronze medal game.